As we're heading into a holiday weekend, I want to do something a little different today. No big career strategy, no promotion framework, just one question. A question that has the power to completely change how you think about your value at work. And if you spend a few minutes reflecting on it this weekend, I think it might surprise you. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Welcome to Career Growth for Working Women. If you're feeling tired in a way rest alone won't fix, or successful on paper but unsure what's next, you're not broken. You're not alone. I'm Shannon, a promotion and compensation coach, and this space is about helping women grow their careers with clarity, confidence, and sustainability, not pressure or hustle. Take a breath, settle in, and let's talk about what's really going on beneath the surface. Hello, welcome back to the show. Since we're heading into a holiday weekend, I thought we'd do something a little different today. Instead of diving into a big topic or teaching a new concept, I want to give you a moment to pause. Because if you're anything like the women I work with, pausing doesn't happen very often. You're usually focused on the next project, the next deadline, the next responsibility, the next thing that needs your attention. And before you know it, weeks turn into months. Months turn into years. And you're working incredibly hard without taking much time to notice how far you've actually come. That's why I want to leave you with one question today. Just one. And here it is. If leadership had to describe the value you create today, what would they say? Not what you hope they would say. Not what your job description says. What would they actually say? Take a moment and really think about that. Because for many women, the answer is surprisingly revealing. Some women realize leadership would probably describe them as reliable, dependable, the person who always gets things done. Others realize they've been described as supportive, helpful, someone everyone can count on. And those are wonderful things. But here's what I want you to think about this weekend. Would leadership describe you as strategic? Would they describe you as influential? Would they describe you as someone who drives results? Would they describe you as a future leader? Those are different questions. And sometimes the answers reveal an important gap. Not a gap in your capability, a gap in your positioning. Because many high-performing women are creating leadership-level impact every single day. But the way they're known inside the organization doesn't fully reflect the value they're actually creating. And that's one of the biggest reasons promotions feel frustrating. You know what you're capable of. You know how much you're contributing. But somewhere along the way, the story leadership tells about you became smaller than the impact you're making. The good news? Stories can change. Perceptions can change. Positioning can change. And awareness is always the first step. That's why I love this question so much. Because it helps you see your career through a different lens. Not through your intentions, not through your effort, through your reputation. And whether we like it or not, leadership decisions are often based on reputation. The reputation people build through repeated experiences with us. So as you're enjoying the holiday weekend, maybe sitting by a pool, traveling, spending time with family, or simply enjoying a slower pace, take a few minutes and reflect. If leadership had to describe the value you create today, what would they say? And then ask yourself one follow-up question. Is that the reputation I want to be known for? Because next week, we're starting to talk about visibility, not the kind that feels performative, the kind that helps leadership clearly understand the value you already bring. And that conversation starts here, with awareness. So before we wrap up today, your small promotion move for this week is this. Write down 3 words you think leadership would use to describe you today. Then write down 3 words you want leadership to use to describe you 6 months from now. Look at the gap between those lists. Because inside the gap is your next level of growth. Enjoy the holiday weekend, and I'll talk to you next time. If today's episode sparked something for you, a question, an idea, or a realization, don't ignore it. I offer promotion strategy calls where we walk through your current role, your goals, and how to position you for your next promotion or raise without burning out or overworking. You can book that call using the link in the description. And if this episode helped you, sharing it or leaving a quick review makes a bigger difference than you know. Until next time, keep showing your value clearly. You've earned it.